another video in the State series, and this week, we're going to talk about PSG. Welcome back to the JVM Football channel, where you can find game analysis, football history, individual performances, top 10s, etc. If you are interested and would like more football content like this, please subscribe to the channel. So, in typical State series fashion, we're going to start by going over my predictions at the beginning of the season. My predictions for PSG, I have to be honest, at least in video format, I didn't make any predictions for Ligue 1. But going back into my mind state at the time, so we're talking about August, September, I believe that PSG had the obligation, and still have the obligation, to win everything that they enter. This is because they have Neymar, Mbappe, Messi, and their supporting cast is just as good, with the likes of Donnarumma, Sergio Ramos, Verratti, Hakimi, and the list goes on. So if you're talking about PSG and what to expect throughout the season, I say that it's either go big or go home. I even made a joke in my Champions League predictions where I put PSG as my favourites to win the competition, that if they didn't win the Champions League this season, they might as well sack everyone in the club. That's what they might as well do. If with the players that you have right now and the manager that you have right now, you don't manage to win the Champions League, sack everyone. Sack everyone, from the manager to the players to the cleaning staff, because there's no point on continuing like this. You have to hit the reset button and just start everything all over again. So yeah, just to summarize, my predictions for PSG this season, whether they had to win everything. Ligue 1, who can compete against them? Financially, the team, no one can compete against them. So Ligue 1 is theirs to lose. And to be fair to PSG, so far this season they have been killing it in Ligue 1. They are 10 points ahead of Marseille, second place, and Marseille are only 1 point ahead of Nice. So they put some nice distance between themselves and the rest of the league. So that's good for them. And in the Champions League, they should have finished first in their group, but it doesn't really matter because they are still through, and I believe that they can win the next game. And again, hopefully they win the Champions League, because when you have Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe in the same squad, but we'll get into that in a minute. So what has gone well so far this season for PSG? So first we need to talk about the transfer window, and I've been very critical of PSG, but this is something I want to applaud them at. To sign that many players on a free and to get Messi off Barcelona, they had the greatest transfer window, at least that I've ever witnessed, I've ever seen, like in the game of football ever. The greatest transfer windows in the history of transfer windows, and I would say like of any sport. If you look into the NBA, maybe you could talk about the Warriors in 2016 when they managed to get KD. Maybe the Lakers when they managed to get LeBron. You look at the NFL, maybe when they managed to get, I don't know, nothing really compares to what PSG did this transfer window, last summer's transfer window, because they just managed to get all of the players they wanted and that they needed in the squad. They needed a goalkeeper, so they went and got Donnarumma. They needed to strengthen their defense, so they went to go a leader and an excellent defender in Sergio Ramos. They needed to better their fullback, so they got Hakimi, one of the best young fullbacks in the world right now. They needed a bit of consistency in the midfield, so they got Wijnaldum, a player that had won the Premier League and Champions League in the last 2 seasons. And then to finish it all off, they got Messi up front, the best player to ever play the game of football. So that's the first thing that I believe has gone well with PSG. Another thing that I'm going to applaud PSG at, and which I already done at the very beginning of this video, is how they have dominated in the league. They might as well dominate in the league. It's their job to do it, but still we must acknowledge that they have done it, and that they've put some distance between themselves and second place Marseille with 10 points ahead, and they have a game in hand. So really and truly, if they win the game in hand, they are 13 points ahead, and they might as well just give them the title, because PSG are not going to lose Ligue 1 this season. I also want to applaud them in the Champions League efforts, because they had Man City in their group and Leipzig. isn't really on that level, but Leipzig are still a tricky club, and PSG still managed to get through. And again, City are, in my eyes, one of the two teams that can stop PSG, which are City and Bayern Munich. Maybe Liverpool, but yeah, City and Bayern Munich for sure. And they might still manage to go through. They should have done it. Again, these are the things that PSG should be doing, but because they are doing it, we can't just say, oh, they should do it anyways. But we have to acknowledge that they have done it. So well done for PSG for doing these things. So again, just to go over it, what has PSG done well this season? Well, they've won the transfer window. They've won the transfer window. They're dominating in the league, and they have done well in the Champions League, relatively speaking. So what has gone wrong this season? Nothing has really gone wrong per se, but their chemistry can come into question. First of all, and this is something that PSG cannot control, and I think that even Neymar cannot control, but PSG need to get Neymar on board of this team. One of the first videos I made in this channel was about Neymar and whether he was wasted potential or not. And this is because I believe, and I think most people agree with the fact that Neymar is one of the most talented football players of all time. So to see him not perform at like the highest level is kind of frustrating. PSG have, again, I'm gonna keep repeating this, but I have to because it's still mind blowing. They have Neymar, Mbappe, and PSG. Messi and Mbappe this season. Mbappe especially. Mbappe has been carrying this team up front because Messi has been poor as well, which I'll get into in a second. Mbappe has been carrying the team, and they're not going to win everything if all three of them are not sinking. One of the reasons why you look into the likes of MSN, you look to the likes of BBC, look at the likes of Iniesta, Xavi, and Messi in 2009. Look at Liverpool with their recent trio of Mane, Firmino, and Salah. It's the chemistry. They are excellent players, but there are a lot of excellent players in world football. The chemistry is what really sets them apart. So if PSG really want to win everything this season, they need to get this chemistry good and together, cohesive. They can't do that. Neymar is not even playing. And again, I can't really blame Neymar for this, but it is something that you need to look at and say, well, that hasn't really gone to plan, because Neymar has played 10 games so far this season. His last game was against Saint-Etienne in November, and he scored 3 goals and assisted 3 times. PSG need Neymar back. He hasn't played since November, so they need him back if they are going to win everything anyways. Another thing that hasn't gone, I would say, to plan is the fact that you look at Messi and you can't help but think of one of the best players, if not the greatest player of all time. And Messi has only scored 1 goal in Ligue 1. Why is this a problem? If it was someone else, it would still be a problem, but I think with Messi it's an even bigger problem because you never expect this from Messi ever. This is just to say that, again, if they're going to win everything, then all 3 of them have to be on board. It can't just be, Mbappe, especially at the young age of 23, to be, scoring 10 goals, coming up with 9 assists, and then in the Champions League, coming through with big numbers with 4 goals and 4 assists. I mean, Mbappe, I've already made a video on Mbappe, and I'm going to make another one because this guy, if he needs to go to Real Madrid, because when he does move to Real Madrid, he's going to win a Ballon d'Or, because he's going to get off this atmosphere PSG of no one really respecting their accomplishments and most of their players not really wanting to be there. He needs to go to a club that's hungry, really truly hungry for success, like Real Madrid. Look at the team they've built. They've won the La Liga in 2020, 2021 they finished 1 point behind, and now 2022 they're going to win it again. Mbappe needs to cut from PSG and just go there as soon as possible. Yeah. But this is it for today, guys. Again, the State series is just where I vent a bit over the state of the things that are going on in football. Just give my opinions, what has been in my head for some time. and a bit different from my typical videos where they're like 4, 5, 6 minutes long and very concise and with a lot of numbers. This is just me, talking about letting my mind go off. I'm hopefully gonna buy a camera soon, and these videos will get a bit better. Thank you very much for watching the video until the end. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more game analysis, football history, individual performances, top 10s, etc. This is the beginning of something special, and it would mean the world to me if you subscribed and help me to grow this channel.